Hey, I'm George. This is George Made This, and today we're going to be building a box to send my guitar back for repair. Now, I don't think the box has to be anything special, it's purely just for sending this back. I'm not going to go overboard on it, but I do want to kind of make it as small as possible, just in case I want to keep it and store it, then I can do so a bit easier than if it was, a huge hunking thing. Spoken about it on my Instagram before, but if you need to buy a new tool, buy yourself a bloody track saw. You just saw how easy that was. I'm not advertising a particular brand or anything. A track saw is a track saw, but it's so handy, and I can highly recommend that you buy one if you don't have one or don't have room for a table saw. Even if you do have a table saw and don't have a track saw, get a track saw. You can thank me later. Try something that I've not done before, which is use this roundover bit on my router just to soften these edges, because it's going to be handled by delivery people and things. I'll give it a sand, but this will get rid of any of the edges. I'm only going to go really shallow with it, but there is a bearing that will run along the edge, so I won't overcut, but it'd be interesting to see and learn how to use it. So I've just added a roundover to this top edge. Turns out I love doing roundovers. To this inner edge, and I've just given it a bit of a sand. I'm just trying to think now more about, someone's going to have to open this at the other end, and I don't want them to get splinters or catch themselves on anything. So I'm trying to just counteract any of that, but I've done them on all of the corners. So my next step is to put this top piece on. I'll screw it in place, it's not getting glued on, otherwise I won't be able to get it open again. But while it's screwed on, I'm going to give it a round over. After that, I think I'm pretty much there with the main frame, so I'll just give it a good sand and make sure it's all nice and smooth before I start working on all the insides. Right, so I've got it this far. What I'm going to do now is get this in a decent position that I'm going to be able to build around, and then I'm going to draw around the outline of the guitar, and then that will give me a good idea of how much foam I need to try and pad this out and keep it safe. So I've just been around the corner to an upholsterer's. Obviously with what's going on at the moment, he is shut, but luckily he had his mobile number on the door. So I phoned him up and asked him if he had any scraps of foam. And I got this big, nice, thick bit of seat cushion, another bit, seat cushion, and this bag of odds and sods. He was very kind and basically just said, yeah, take what you want. But what I should be able to do now with all of these is I'm going to pull them out so I can see what I've got. With the bits that are on the floor and those cushions, I'm sure I can pad that out nicely so that the guitar can travel safely. Talk through what I'm doing. These strips I'm able to cut at the bandsaw. You have to be a bit careful because it can catch, but so far these are perfect thickness to go on the bottom of this case and probably around the edges. Have just tried to put the guitar in, however, and it does not fit. So all I need to do is take this piece off. What I'll do is I'll make a piece that comes from here across to here, and that should give me enough room. Ooh, scratch that. I can probably shave a bit off of this bit. Let's try that. Working on next then is I need a support there under the neck and probably at this end as well, just to make sure that that's not going to get damaged while it is moving around. So the thing that I was worried about having to do with this is build a top for it and make it like a guitar hard case. I'm gonna have to do that. It means that I can create another thicker layer of protection on the top. I do have some of this treated timber, which I will do the same round over on and just make a basic frame to match this. I've got the plywood top, so it's not really an issue. It's just more work. So I think I can probably say that this is done. For now anyway. It's going to serve a purpose of shipping the guitar back to the guitar shop so that they can do the repairs that I need to do. It's in there pretty tight, there's not going to be any movement. All I've got to now do is just wrap it so that it's ready to ship. I'm pretty happy with how it came out really, considering I used some old wood that I had from Monster Mash, and the first time I've ever used a round over bit. I got to use my stencils on it, which is really cool because I love this stencil font. It's a bit different than the standard stencil font, but I think that's come out really nice. It's on the side there too. But yeah, I'm happy with it. It'll do its job, and that's all I need. It'll do its job, and it'll do it well. Thanks for watching.